In today's philosophical inquiry, we're going to explore a fascinating question that has been on the minds of many great thinkers throughout history. Are we just complex machines? Or is there something special about us that separates us from the machines we create? This question has deep implications for how we view ourselves, our place in the universe, and the moral and ethical considerations of artificial intelligence. Now, one of the key aspects we need to consider when we think about this question is the nature of consciousness. We know that our brains are these incredibly complex organs made up of billions of neurons working together to create our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. But is that all there is to it? Or is there something more, something intangible that makes us different from the machines we build? Many philosophers have tried to address this question. For example, the French philosopher René Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore I am." He believed that the very act of thinking and doubting one's own existence was proof that there was something more to us than just the physical body. He thought that the mind and the body were separate entities, with the mind being a non-material thinking substance. On the other hand, some philosophers argue that we are just complex machines. The British philosopher and mathematician Alan Turing, who is considered the father of modern computer science, believed that if a machine could imitate human intelligence well enough, there would be no reason to deny that it was also conscious. He famously proposed the Turing test, which is a test to determine if a machine can exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from that of a human. One quote that I think is particularly relevant to this discussion comes from the American philosopher and cognitive scientist Daniel Dennett, who said, "The mind is the brain, or more specifically, the mind is the program that the brain runs." Dennett argues that our minds and our consciousness are just the result of complex processes happening in our brains. In other words, we are like very intricate machines. So we've got these two opposing views. One that says there's something special about us that makes us different from machines, and another that says we're essentially just very complex machines ourselves. What do you think? It's a tough question, isn't it? Well, there's one more perspective I'd like to share with you, and that's the idea of emergence. Emergence is a concept in science and philosophy that says that some complex systems can give rise to properties or behaviors that cannot be predicted from the properties of their individual parts. Basically, it's the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Another important ethical question is whether we should continue to develop AI systems that have the potential to become conscious, given the risks and moral dilemmas it might entail. Some argue that the development of conscious AI is an inevitable part of our technological progress, while others believe that we should proceed with caution, ensuring that we have a clear understanding of the ethical implications and potential risks before venturing further down this path. An additional aspect to consider is the potential impact of conscious AI on our understanding of what it means to be human. If machines can become conscious, then what distinguishes us from them? Are we defined by our biology, or is it something more intangible, such as our capacity for self-awareness, empathy, and the pursuit of meaning in our lives? One possible answer to this question comes from the field of existentialism. The French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre argued that what sets us apart as humans is our ability to choose and define our own existence. In other words, it is our freedom and responsibility to shape our own lives and find our own purpose that makes us truly human. If this is the case, then perhaps the development of conscious AI could serve as a reminder of the importance of our own existential choices and the unique nature of the human experience. In light of these various perspectives, it seems that the question of whether we are just intricate machines or something more remains a deeply complex and multifaceted issue. It may be that there is no simple answer to this question, but rather a spectrum of possibilities that reflect the diversity of human experiences and the evolving nature of our understanding of consciousness and technology. In conclusion, the question of whether we are just complex machines or if there's something more to us has far-reaching implications for our understanding of ourselves, our place in the universe, and the ethical considerations surrounding artificial intelligence. While we may never have a definitive answer to this question, the act of exploring and discussing these big ideas can help us to better understand the nature of our own existence and the responsibilities we have towards one another and the machines we create. As we continue to develop increasingly advanced AI systems, It is crucial that we remain vigilant and engaged in these philosophical inquiries, ensuring that we are guided by our ethical principles and our commitment to understanding the profound mysteries of consciousness and the human experience. In doing so, we can strive to create a future where both humans and potentially conscious AI can coexist and thrive, enriching our understanding of what it means to be alive and expanding the horizons of our collective knowledge and wisdom.